shit off the bat right away. Thank you to all the bands that played. Like, everybody brought something amazing. Typecast, Annulment, Dissolve. They all helped us out with equipment. They all helped us set up our merch. This is a great community you have here. Thank you so much to Cypher. It's been 20 years in the making this show. We really appreciate being here with them. Thank you to the folks who put on the show at Obnoxious Noise. They create great opportunities for your community. You should support them. Give them your love. This band is called Racetraitor, and it's a conversation. For your practice, love the blind, why the victim, my wrath. I'm so fucked up, fucked up, dead. Walk up, try it, walk it. Down by the let me what the no! By your fucking face. Long Island. Yeah, I don't know where he is. This is Grooves in the Heart, man. Fucking get with it. 2018. It's all about love and togetherness. So on that note, man, Long Island, what's up? We pull into the show, and there's a car directly outside the club, and the bumper sticker said, Blue Lives Matter. And I was like, in front of a Racetraitor Cypher show? And that's exactly what the next line was. And here's the thing, man. I'm gonna try to keep this as local as a way we can all understand. It ain't about you. How many people here had the misfortune of seeing the video where Eric Garner gets choked to death? We said, I can't breathe. Yeah. You see that? Yeah. Okay. It's obviously like an awkward thing to be like, oh yeah, I've seen it, I'm awesome. No, it's a horrible thing. And we were actually having a conversation, because we were in New York City yesterday, came up, because, you know, about like, oh, you know, people say this should have happened, or this should have happened, or, you know, every time one of these deaths happened, there's like a discussion about police tactics, right? Like, when was the appropriate time to use force? And to me, when I see that video, the crime didn't happen when poor Eric Garner died. The crime happened when the police officer approached him. The question is not what the appropriate use of force by the police is. It isn't even about individual cops. It's about the whole fucking thing. The police, they're the blunt instrument of an entire system of racial oppression. So, Eric Garner, what was he doing? Do you guys remember? He was selling fucking loose cigarettes. That was the crime that fucking sentenced him to death. In the shadow, in Staten Island, in the shadow of fucking Wall Street, where massive fraud cost the economy $17 trillion by knowing criminal actors. Did a cop go and look at their fucking cigarettes? Did the cop knock on them, ask for their ID? Because that's not what they were built to do. The question is not what the correct police tactics is. The question is, what is the police? And that person who had the Blue Lives Matter out there, I don't know if they're in this show, I doubt it. But I'm sure their brother or loved one or something is a cop. And very likely that person is a good family member, loving and caring. They want to support them. But here's the thing. It's not about fucking you. It's not about individual cops. Eric Garner's death is the logical conclusion of what the police were built to do in the first place. Control black and brown and poor bodies. And if we want to transform this shit, we have to ask ourselves different questions. 50 years ago, Dr. King was assassinated. But the threat of Dr. King is that he understood what the police were. Dr. King wanted the police violence because he wanted to show how ugly white supremacy was. And he knew that was the tip. The thing that was unexcusable was bleeding women, children, young people jailed, had dogs sicked on them. And now the motherfuckers, Dr. King was reviled in his era. He was hated. And now the motherfuckers hold him up like he's their hero. And today we actually have a movement in his legacy. And that movement happened to call itself Black Lives Matter. And people respond with all this other fucking hashtag warfare. Motherfucker, it ain't about you. It's about supporting the community, fighting for dignity, fighting for freedom, fighting for equality. This song is called Damning. I think we share this with a lot of people in the room. To us, this music is cultural resistance. Look, we play mosh parks, fast parks. I kind of called for a circle pit. Many of you listen, thank you. But this is about fucking cultural resistance. This is about transforming our relationship with you, our relationship with society, relationship between the voice and the voiceless, relationship between the power and the powerless. It's about listening. You know, we often talk about women in the scene in the wake of all the shit that's been happening as victims. And when we talk about people like Eric Garner, sometimes people say victims. These people are fucking leaders. They're fucking challenging us. When you hear an activist fucking talk about the pain of their community, they are challenging you to a better self. And when we have fucking, as Naomi correctly pointed out, we have fucking people recruiting in this scene, people to get to the most vile shit. How you define yourself, what you do, who you listen to, what questions you ask. We don't know all the answers. I don't assume you do. But if you make a commitment to fucking love, justice, equality, if you can make a commitment to listening and then putting your convictions into action, this music can be more than music, can be more than mosh bar. It can be fucking transformative. And we invite you all to do that with us.
Show the light! Show the Savior! Into your prison! Fulfilling January! serpent's head! Yeah, we rise the hate he says! In your world! Love for the world! You're crystal cynical! A red! So dead red! Who wants the practice? Break the slumber! New world's the practice and it's time!
This is a conversation. You come and talk to us, and we talk to you right back. We find commonality, we find differences, but right now we all need each other. In the face of fascism, in the face of a creeping police state, we all need each other. Make this shit count.
nation is watching burn. Whoa, whoa! Time rushes slow. Music freedom never found. Watch me now. Blown to the blood. This power is power. Free power.
They were playing propaganda right before we played. We once played a show where the crowd yelled at us and said, "Let's talk more rock." And Brett answered, "We don't rock." We apologize for talking so much. We hope we rock a little. I don't share his opinions on that, but we play really angry, hopefully challenging music with a really angry, hopefully challenging stage show and lyrics and all of that. Sometimes people ask where it comes from. Sometimes I answer, this or that or whatever, but sometimes I just answer my whole fucking life. It comes from my whole fucking life. I'm a son of immigrants to the US from one of our country's favorite boogeymen, Iran. I was born just years before the hostage crisis. I lived a very comfortable life, economically, socially. I didn't experience huge disadvantages. The occasional racist bullying, you fucking terrorist camel jockey, put that aside. That's fucking high school. It makes for good punk rock. But there's another thing that existed my whole fucking life. And that's that these two countries that I'm part of, one big one is gonna drop bombs on the small one. And it's certainly been my fucking life for the past 15 years. And the people who want to do it, they're fucking in power right now. And my whole fucking life is my fucking grandmother gonna get bombed? Are the people I know that are gonna get bombed? They have a fucking horrible government there. Is that government gonna use those bombings to fucking repress more of its citizens? My whole fucking life. And then they ban me, or people in my family, from coming to this country. My whole fucking life. They don't let us send money home to our parents without special waivers. My whole fucking life. And now this motherfucking president, dipshit, reality TV motherfucker, appoints John Bolton his head of national security. If you are unaware of who this guy is, this is one of the architects of the Iraq War. Remember when they lied and cheated you and manipulated your fears so they could bomb more fucking brown people to destabilize a region even more, invite more terrorism, more violence, more sectarianism? Remember that? Remember my whole fucking life is now the head of national fucking security who's been talking about bombing that country for 8 years, and this country's citizenry will probably fucking go along with it. Because support our troops, yellow ribbons, America's the fucking leader of the free world. Let's bomb those fucking brown people. My whole fucking life.
Yeah.
Stand by us. For me, it's my amazing, talented, beautiful wife right over here who came out to support our families, who came out to support. This drummer is not our fucking drummer, and he's a badass. Give Gabe a round of applause. I cast you down bigotry. I cast you down ignorance. I cast you fucking. I get you down! 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 Thank you very much. We're fucking Racetraitor. We love you fucking Long Island. Fight the good fight. Open your mind. Don't give it to hate. We're out.